Okay, we are going to start practice problem 2, that is called PP2. And the first problem is write a program to addition, subtraction, and multiplication of x and y. Uh, this problem we solved already in practice problem 1, right? Right.
Wait. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But the difference is in the PP1, there is no constraints, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But uh, now you can see there is a constraints. That means constraints means for the x and y, or for the input or the output, you need to understand which variable we need to use, integer or long. But previously we just used integer. But now we
Mhm.
need to understand which data type we use. Look,
Okay.
constraints is
Oh wait,
minus.
before you go into that, I want a quick question. For the long data type, is there anything about long that makes it different from the integer data type other than the range, or is this the range is all?
Yeah, obviously. The range of long is minus 10 to the power 18 to plus 10 to the power 18. And the range of integer data type is minus 10 to the power 9 to plus 10 to the power 9. Minus 10
Mhm.
to the power 9 to plus 10 to the power 9. This is for the integer. And for the long, minus 10 to the power 18 to plus 10 to the power 18. Okay.
Okay.
Now, uh, for that, do you know this step condition like x greater than 10? What does it mean? X greater than 10?
No, no. What is? No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. Look, if I want to say that 20 is greater than 10, that means 20 is bigger than 10, right? We know already.
Mm-hmm.
Which one is larger, 20 or 10?
Larger is 20.
20, yes. And which one is smaller between
10.
10 and 10? That means uh, we
Oh,
know,
this sign I know. I know this sign. Just
yeah,
I was wondering about the X. Why did you put the X?
yeah, 10 less than 20. That means that 10 is larger than 20, right?
Mm,
And 20 greater than 10 means 20 is larger than 10, right?
yeah.
That means now we can simply change the 20 by the x. Why? Because the value of the x will vary. It may be 20 or 30 or 40 or 50, but must be greater than 10, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I'm writing x greater than 10. That means I'm expecting the value of the x will be greater than 10. Okay.
Okay.
When Whenever I will write that x greater than 10, that means you need to take a input for the x that must be greater than 10. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Right. I can give another example. Let's say y less than 20. That means the value of y must be less than 20. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Now, if I want to say I take a value from the user, that value must be between 10 and 20. মানে তোমাকে এমন একটা ভ্যালু নিতে হবে যে ভ্যালুটা 10 এবং 20 এর মাঝখানে, 10 থেকে বড় হতে হবে এবং 20 থেকে ছোট হতে হবে, এমন একটা ভ্যালু নিতে হবে। তাহলে how can we write this condition? We can write this condition that way: 10 less than x less than 20. What does it mean? Meaning is x greater than 10 and x less than 20. That means like this: x greater than 10 and x less than 20. That means the value of x must be between 10 and 20. That means the value can be 11 to 19. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now look, uh, 100 less than y less than 200. So tell me the value of y.
The
Can be
value.
y. Yeah.
Uh. Uh.
What can be the values for the y?
Um.
Okay. Okay, no problem. Look, uh, this is equation, you can say.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we can write this equation like that. Y greater than 1 for this part
Mm-hmm.
and y less than 200 for this part.
Okay.
Now, that means y must be greater than 100. That means the value of y must be started from 101, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, what will be the ending value? Y
Wait.
less than 200. That means the value of y must be less than 200. That means we can say 199.
Wait.
That
So.
means,
So
yeah,
this y, it's a number itself specifically.
sorry.
It's like a number itself, or
Yeah, yeah. The
so
value of,
it's bigger than 10 and less than 200.
yeah, bigger than 101 for the 10. Bigger than 101, 101.
What? How? Because it says it's bigger than just 100 in general.
এই যে আমি এখানে লিখে দিছি তো, y greater than 100. That means the value of y need to be greater than 100. So what is the value that
100,
can be bigger
but
than 100?
literally any number between 200 and 100 can be the value. So how do you know it's
Yeah,
101?
because look, 100.
Mm-hmm.
If I can say what is the largest value after the 100,
So specifically the largest, the value right after like the
After
lowest.
the 100 is 101, right? After the 100 is the 101.
Okay. So if it was like for like two, so if we, so if like 200 less than y and it was 300 greater than y, it would be 201.
Yeah. If
Okay, yeah, I
it
know.
is if it is 200, let's say it is 200 and it is 300. If it is like 200 and it is 300, that means the value of y can be 201 to 299. Now is it okay? I
Yeah.
don't know which value the user can give, but I'm sure the user will give me between 201 to 299 because I have uh 200 and 300 because I have fixed the range of the y. Now is it okay?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. Now let's take an example. Like you and your friend wants to play a game, addition game. Like so, you ask to your friend that you can say any value between 500 and 1000. You asked your friend, you can say any number between 500 and 1000. So now, if you want to write this condition in a mathematical term, you can write this way, like 500 less than x and less than 1000. That
Yeah.
means that the value of x you are going to take from your friend, but your friend must be said that value of x can be 501, 502, and 9, right? 999. He can say the value of x can be 501 to 999. From this range, he can say any number. We don't know which value he is going to say, but we know he will say the value between 501 and 999. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Are you clear?
Yeah.
So, look, now tell me, like, you're going to say your friend that tell me a value that must be between like 205 to 350. Now,
So
your task is to write this condition in mathematical way. Just tell me.
so basically it's the right, it's gonna be 206 to 249. 349.
Yeah, you're right. But just tell me what will be the mathematical equation for this condition.
Oh, so 205 is less than 350.
205 is less than 350, like this way.
Yeah.
So why is your value? How can you take the number from your friend?
Then no, what? How can I
You
take
need
the
to write must be the variable before writing the ending point like that way. I have already written in the previous example. Did you understand this line?
uh, oh yeah. So now so the K is bigger than 205, but it's less than 350.
What will be the values? What are the
It's
values?
either so it's 206 to 349.
Oh, exactly. Okay. Look, for each and every problem, we can see that we need some mathematical term, right? Right.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think you already understand how much important the math is for the programming, right?
Yeah.
So in your school, the mathematics subject is most important for you. If
Well,
you
not
want to start programming, okay, math,
the most important subject for me. You mean?
yeah, yeah.
Well,
If you
probably
want to start programming,
my most important subject for me is probably my favorite, which is science.
wow, it's great. Okay. Now, we are going to take some more example. So now, like previously, we can say that, like if I write x less 100 less x less 200. So,
Mm-hmm.
what can be the values for the
Um,
x?
the x,
Yeah,
it's greater than 100 and less than 200.
yeah, yeah, I know. But tell me the range of values that can be for
So
the
its
x.
value can be um either 101 up to 199.
Yes, yes, you're right. That means for this equation, we can write this way: x greater than 100 and x less than 200. Am I right?
Yeah,
That means the value can be 101 to uh,
one nine.
190. Okay. Now, now you are going to ask your friend for two numbers. Means your friend can tell two numbers. One number for x, one number for the y variable. One number for x variable and one number for y variable. But the range for the x and y will be the same. That the values of x and y can be from the 100 to the 200. That means you can use two variables here, x and y. That means the value of x must be between 101 to 199, and for the y, same. That means we can understand, we can use multiple variables in here. Is it okay, Ayaz?
Yeah,
I feel you understand.
understand. Yeah, I understand. I understand.
Now just tell me 150 x, y, z, and 170. Now, tell me the range of values that can be for the x, y, and z.
So the range of values for the x, y, and z is 151 to 169.
Okay, that's great. Now, look, this operator is called less than or equal.
Mm-hmm.
Less than or equal. That means for this operator, two condition. I mean, one operator but two condition. Like how? That means for that part, the value of x is greater than or equal to 10. That means the value of x can be greater than 10 or equal to 10. That means user can put the values for the x 10 also. Previously, we have seen that the value of x must be greater than 10. But for this case, the value of x can be 10. Did you understand?
Yes.
Yes. And
But
for this part,
how do you know if it's equal if it clearly says that it's greater than 10?
please repeat.
How do you know if it's equal if it like clearly says over here that it's like 10
Okay.
greater than?
X less than or equal to 10. This means that the value of x can be equal to 10 or greater than 10. Like you are going to ask to your friend that you can say a value between 10 to 199 and the value can be 10 but less than 200. That means you want to ask your the value 10 to 199. 10 to 199. So your values for the x can be 10. That means x greater than equal to 10. Um, that means the value of x can be also the 10 and can also greater than 10, like 11, 12, but less than 199. Okay, yes.
Okay.
Let's take another example, like
Mhm.
20 less than x less than 50. Okay, tell me the range for the value for the x. Can be
The
done
ra-
with that.
well, the range for the so
Yeah,
it's greater than 220 and it's so it's it can either it's 20 21
yes,
21 to 49.
49. So if I write less than equal, then
It's less than equal. So uh so
look,
that means 20.
when you write,
So it's
uh,
20 to 49.
this is called the operator. Operator. Okay, this is called
Okay.
operator. Okay. When you use less than operator, 20 less than x less than 50. That means the value of x can be, uh, not can be, should be greater than x, greater than 20 and less than 50. That means the value of x must be between 21 to 49. Is it right?
Yep.
21 to 49. But if I want to take the look for these condition or this equation, he can't be put the 20, right? You can take the value for the x 20, right?
Yeah, I guess you can.
Because for this part, the condition is x is greater than 20, right?
Mm-hmm.
That means user must be put a value that will be greater than 20. But if you want to take the 20 also, previously he must be put the value that will be the greater than 20. That means 21. But now you want the 20 also. That you want the 20 also. You must take the 21, 22, but you need 20 also. That time you can use less than or equal. Less than equal. This operator is called less than equal. So less than equal means the value of x can be 20 also. Okay, as
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. So it's basically equal.
yeah.
Uh,
Like now this part can be right like that. Like x greater than 20 or or x equal 20. Is it clear as?
yeah.
Previously this part means was like x greater than 20. But now for the equal part, you need to write x equal 20. That means the value of x can be 20 also. Now the updated range is 20 to 49 for the x. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Now, like you are going to ask your friend and that you can give me a value between 20 and 50. You can put the 20 and 50 also. The value must be between 20 and 50, but you can also put the 20 and 50 also. So can you tell me for this part where I should change?
So okay, so it's equal now. So that means 20 is equal to x. So it's 20 to 49.
No, I need 20 to 40. That 20 to 50. That means 50 can be there.
So that means you have to put like the greater than with 50. So specifically you have to put an equal with like x
Yeah,
and 50.
yeah. So that means I need to put the less than equal operator here, right?
Yeah.
So that means let's take another example that x less than equal x, sorry, 100 less than equal to x less than equal to 300. So tell me the range of values for the x.
Range of for the x. So it's 100 to 300.
100 to 300 is great. I think 100 to 300. Now, if I put the variable x, comma y, that time,
Okay, so now the value is 100 to 300 for x and 100 to 300 for y.
Now, let's minus 10 to the power 9 less than equal plus 10 to the power 9. So, what can be the value for the x and y?
Wait, so wait, can you put it up on like can you like write it on like the screen? Wait,
Sorry?
it's minus
Yeah,
minus 10 to the power of 9. Can you like write it on like the screen? It's confusing. Wait, so
minus 10 to the power 9 less than equal
oh that's the equal.
x, y less than equal 10 to the power 9.
Okay, so it's now so the range for x is minus 10 to the power of 9 to 10 to the power of 9. And the range for y is minus 10 to the power of 9 to 10 to the power of 9.
Yeah, okay. That means what can be the maximum value for the x?
The
That is
maximum value
max.
for the
Yeah,
10 to the power of 9.
yeah. And what can be the minimum value?
Minus 10 to the power of 9.
Minus 10 to the power of 9. And what, and minus 2 to the power 9 to 10 to the power 9. Uh, this range for which data type? Integer or long log?
Integer.
Integer. That means we can say now that 10 and 20 is integer type. The whole discussion for today's class is for only the single choosing the data type, which variable we are going to choose. Okay,
Okay.
as if you
Yeah,
say if okay, tell me, ask
I
me the question.
understood.
Okay,
Like, so the solution to find is that you have to use the constraints or something
yeah,
to figure, and you
yeah,
have to figure out the answer to that to find the answer to which data type to use.
yeah. From now, if you see for any problem there is a constraint, that means you need to think that which variable you should use. Is it integer or long log? Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So that means we can say the maximum value for the x can be 10 to the power 9 and maximum value, sorry, minimum value for the y can be the minus 10 to the power 9. And this is the range of integer. That means we can use the data type for the x and y is integer. Integer x comma y. Is it okay?
Yep.
Okay. So our concern will be for the maximum one, not the minimum one. Always we think about for the maximum, not for the minimum. So, like first equation, addition, first job you need to do, that is addition. That means x plus y. So we can say the maximum value for the x can be 10 to the power 9 and maximum value that can be for the y can be 10 to the power 9, right? As
Yep.
okay. So 10 to the power 9 plus 10 to the power 9. That means the result will be 2 into 10 to the power 9, right? From the previous class. You understand this?
Yep.
20 10 to the power 9. So tell me 2 into 10 to the power 9. This is the result for the addition. Can we store this result in integer variable?
I don't think so.
You don't
I
think so?
Yeah.
Why?
Uh, I feel like we reviewed somewhat of it in like our last lesson.
Yeah, in the last lesson, I said you that this is a constraint. We can skip it.
Yeah.
So this is 10 to the power 9. So can we store the value in the integer type?
I don't think so.
You can store the values, obviously. Because what is the range of that integer? Minus 10 to the power 9 to 10 to the power 9. So the result of the uh, x and y, that means summation, is 10 to the power 9. So you must, you can store the result in integer variable. Do you understand?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Always you need to think for the maximum one. So that I'm using the maximum value for the x and y, because user must be give me the maximum value. 10 to the power 9 can be give me the value 10 to the power 9. So that's why I'm calculating with the maximum one. So 10 to the power 9 plus 10 to the power 9, the result will be 2 into 10 to the power 9. And as it is a constraint, this can be changed. That means we can skip it to understand the data type. So now we can say this 10 to the power 9. So we can easily use integer variable to store the summation. Integer sum equal to x plus y. Oh, I need to take the input first. No, I do understand.
So now integer sum equal x minus y.
X plus y for the addition.
Yeah, that's x plus
And for the
y.
subtraction, it must be x minus y. Yes,
Yeah.
integer subtraction sub equal to x minus y. So can you tell me why I'm using for integer type for the subtraction?
Because the numbers are integer.
That means I'm expecting the result of the subtraction can be the integer, right?
Yes.
So how can I expect?
By putting the integer variable.
My question is, how can I understand the for the subtraction the result must be in integer range?
Because you can put the integer variable. Oh, you understand because x and y, which are 10 or 20, are fractional numbers.
No, look, what can be the maximum value for the x?
Maximum value,
Yeah,
um, 10 to the power of 9.
okay, let's go to 10 to the power 9. What can be the maximum value for the y
10 to the
from the
power of
constraints?
10 to the power of 9.
10 to the power 9. So look, these can be the maximum one, right?
Yep.
For the x and y. So 10 to the power 9 minus 10 to the power 9. What's the result?
10 to the 0.
0. And 0. Can I store this value in integer type?
Mm, no.
No.
Yeah.
How
No.
it's because the range of integer is minus 10 to the power 9 to plus 10 to the power 9. So the 0 is there between this range. Okay, yes. 0 is there between this range.
Really?
Yeah, sure. Look, I'm writing a graph. 0, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, and 1, 2, and 3. Do you understand this graph for the number system? Ayaz,
Yes.
have you seen before this type of graph for the number?
Yeah. Yeah. I see that.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's the ending. The
Yeah.
starting of it is minus 10 to the power of 9,
Look,
and then it gets to 0.
yeah. Look, if I go back, that means one I will get my standard equal 9, and if I go forward, I can get the value 10 to the power 9. Now look, in this range, 0 is there or not?
Yep, 0 is there.
Yeah. That's why I'm writing the integer. Full of mathematics. So if you don't understand the mathematics, you will not understand the programming. Simple fact. Okay.
Okay.
From now, you need to learn the mathematics subject in more serious. Okay. Now, for the multiplication, now come to the point, the main important point. Multiplication. Look, the maximum value, sorry, the maximum value of x can be 10 to the power 9, and the maximum value can be for y can be 10 to the power 9. So for the multiplication, the power will be what? Add or sub addition or subtraction? The power.
Well, you add the power numbers.
Add the power. That means 10 to the power 8, right? We have seen
Yeah,
previous class 10 to the power 8. Okay, now tell me, what's the data type for the 10 to the power 18?
the data type.
Yeah,
That's long.
long. That means we need to use a
The long.
long time variable to store the multiplication of x and y. I'm okay or not?
Yep, that's true.
So now I'm going to use long, long for the x multiplied by y. Now just print the result. Percentage t. Right. I need to put this text addition equal to percentage t, comma, sum. And I need to put backslash n here.
Mm-hmm.
And subtraction. I need to put the sum here. And for the multiplication, I need to put here. Oh, sorry, I didn't use the variable name like m. Now just put the value 1020. It's already there. One. Okay, I'm. Oh, acha, for the long, it must be LLD, right? As for the format
Mm.
specifier for the long.
Along the yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't put down for it. No, the answer. Do you understand the question and the solution? That's
Yep. Yep.
submit. Okay, it's
Okay.
giving me fail, but why?
I'm
Equal to minus 10 x minus y x multiplied by y. Uh, I don't know why it's giving me. Okay, we
is
will discuss about the fail in tomorrow. For tomorrow, because we have some issues about these percentage thing, okay? But this is a more complex topic that we are going to learn in tomorrow's class. Okay, Ayaz?
okay.
Okay, now what is the job for you? Your job uh, today is the class number 7. I maybe you know, right?
Yeah, I know.
So, your task is to revise all the concept from the class 1 to class 7.
Oh my. Okay.
Tomorrow, I will ask some questions from the class 1 to 7.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll try. Okay.
Now tell me, is there any question from today's class?
Not really, no.
Okay, thank you. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.